To achieve middle income status by 2017 means that Uganda's GDP per capita levels would have to double in the same period from the current less than $500 to $1,000. But it took Uganda 10 years to double GDP per capita from $230 in 2002 to $490 last year. This therefore requires extra double efforts to attain the 2017 target. Uganda, through the National Planning Authority, is hoping to achieve the middle income status by 2017. According to the World Bank, Uganda could only be able to reach the middle class with a lower bound of $1,036 for lower middle income. According to the Governor, Bank of Uganda, an International Monetary Fund representative, this is unrealistic to a country such as Uganda, which has failed to identify the key sectors that drive the economy to a better profitable margins.
The date of 2017 looks ambitious, optimistic to me, unless there is a radical change in the demographics, which is not likely to happen in the short term.
That if we do the three things that I outlined, then definitely we can achieve it by 2030.
Uganda's economy is backed by 70% of agriculture contribution to the gross domestic product, but the sector attracts little from the national budget compared to other sectors. The modernization of the sector activities, effective monitoring and sector policy implementation would increase productivity, household income and per capita. The economists believe that if the government modernizes agriculture, middle income class would be attained at least in 10 years' time from now.
We need to transform agriculture to increase productivity, to ensure the value chain we have been talking about all along is realized, and therefore create jobs along that value chain in terms of marketing, processing, that value addition.
Ensure that we implement the policies and decisions that we take.
The Office of the President is optimistic about the attainment of the middle class by 2017. It is hoped that if all sectors, especially agriculture and the private sector, play their parts, the economy would be competing with some of the Asian countries.
It calls for commitment, it calls for determination, it calls for reforms, it calls for discipline. So the debate will continue and we shall engage other stakeholders and we shall hold a national debate, including all stakeholders and the youth.
But now that the GDP growth is projected at 7% in the short term, and population growth is at 3.2%, and per capita income is growing at 3.7% per year, at this rate of per capita income growth, the governor predicts more 19 years, that is 2013, for Uganda to double its real income per capita. Navakoza Lydia, MBS Television, Business.